Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of my Planet 28 micro campaign from Death in the Periphery, which is Escape from Leicester 7. We're back with mission number 2 as my Inquisitor Nox and Fetch Andoon, his bounty hunter, the 2 survivors from Hard Landing, make their way to try and rescue the planetary governor, held by some rebel workers and the mutant citizens that are now slowly taking over the planet. So I'm going to show you the table, we'll run through the mission, and we'll get this underway. And here we are set up for mission 2, the Overlord. Now, if we won the last game, you can deploy within 10 centimeters, 4 inches of any table edge, which we did. If you lost, you have to deploy next to this one entrance point here in the corner. Now, luckily, we have the backing of the planetary security forces, so we get told exactly which general area these buildings, 1, 2, 3, and 4, the Imperial Governor is being held in. And every time we come in contact, we can search it. If you roll a 4 on a D4, so like 7, 8 basically, on a D8, you will immediately find the governor. He's placed next to the door, and he'll go into base-to-base contact with the character of like the person taking the searching action, and remain there. Now, bad guys will always try and attack him, and he has 10 hit points, and he'll, of course, if you die, run for the nearest table edge and try and escape. The game lasts 15 turns, at which point, if we've either rescued the Overlord by getting him off the table, we'll have won. If he dies or we don't rescue him, then we lose. Stop us are 6 rebel workers and 2 mutant citizens. Now remember, if anyone dies to a mutant citizen, they come back as a mutant citizen as the Gellerpox slowly takes over this planet. Considering we have the ability to deploy anywhere, we're actually going to split up. I think we're going to put Fetch over here. He's ready to go and search some buildings. Actually, maybe even over here. Yeah, it's probably even better. And then the Inquisitor, we'll hang it right next to him. We can just get right to searching. These folks will come and try and assault us, but they're looking the wrong way. Turn 1, so as we're playing using the Death in the Periphery solo rules, the initiative band that the bad guys will activate in is a random D10. So they are initiative 3 this turn, which means we actually get to go first. Agility of 5, Inquisitor Absalom's going to go first. He'll make a move action as his first action. Go check this terminal. Going over here. See if we find the planetary governor. We don't. Having been searched now, he of course will try and make his way to a further building. Agility 4 is going to search the next one. So he's going to go 4, go bang on this door. On a 7, 8, nope, it's not this one either. And so that's our 2 characters done. Rebel worker time, they're going to come screaming forward, going forward their first move, not quite being within 6 to fire his pistol. He'll move 4 again. The mutant citizen will just come beelining towards him, because you can see. Everyone else won't quite make it into pistol range, so they're also going to come running. You can see, now this little fella is going to start patrolling. He's going to go towards the nearest or the furthest table edge, because he can't see anybody. He's going to go 4 over to here, and then 4 again. This fella can see, and so he will take off running towards us, trying to fire his pistol, but not getting in range, moving twice. And this mutant citizen, luckily, will continue patrolling as well towards the furthest table edge, which in this case actually is this way. So he'll move his first one around this impassable sump pit, and then be able to see us, and then move his second one towards us. These 2 also heading towards us, as they can both see Inquisitor Nox. First turn complete. We're into turn 2. You Fetch and the Inquisitor retain the initiative. Let's see what the initiative for the bad guys is. 4, so Inquisitor Absalom gets to go first. Now he's going to get overwhelmed in a second if he doesn't start making a beeline for it. I think he actually shoots his pistol first. His shooting to 6, so it's 2, 6 or less. He fails. And then his second skill, he's going to move, try and get out of line of fire of some of these bad guys and split them up. Roll off. Remember, low is good. For Fetch, he gets a 7. For the bad guys, they get a 1, so they get to go first. So we're going to get charged here, and he'll get D8 to his melee skill. Free attack, adds 2 to it, so he'll be melee, I think 5 goes to 6. Goes to 8, actually. Misses. Attack now on a 6 or less. Hits. No, D4 plus 1 damage, that's 3 damage. He's 2D10 plus 5. Yeah, that's 8 he blocks. Well, this mutant citizen's going to move charge as his second action. 7 goes to 8, 9. Does he hit? He does. Plus 3 damage, so 9 damage. Does any get blocked? That's going to be 12 blocked, so it doesn't hurt him. Power armor is incredibly strong. Then moving up 4, won't be able to charge, so he'll just move again. Much the same here, here, This guy can't quite see, I don't think, so he's going to go towards the furthest table edge. So he'll double back going here. And then move again. And the same with this fella. He's going to go 4 and then 4 again. This patrol will come back, going towards the furthest table edge, as they continue to look for other people assaulting the area. Fetch's turn. Well, Fetch has, I think, to try and fight or help the boss, he's going to take a shot first with his las gun. His las rifle, he hits on 4 or less. He'll try and shoot that mutant. Shoot, actually, the worker. Misses. Make a move action with the second one, and he gets to go plus 2 centimeters. So basically an extra inch, so he'll go 5. Get himself out of line of fire. Round 3, Absalom is swimming in bad guys now, so let's see who's going first. The initiative for the bad guy mobs is 5, so they're tied. So Absalom gets a 6, they get an 8, so low dice wins. And that means the Inquisitor's going first. Agility has to break off, I think, because why not? He wants to climb and make these guys chase him, or does he want to fight? He's just going to fight. He's going to stab that mutant worker. And crit, d6 damage. So he's going to do 7 damage. Does any of it blocked? 3 of it's blocked. Takes 4. That guy's down to 11. He'll swing again and land with a 6 and do 2d6 more damage. That's 4 damage. Does any of it blocked? 2 of it. So 2 more takes him down to 9. 2 campaign points from 2 hits. And so then the bad guys go. The first one will be just a mutant citizen hitting on a 6. Hits. Does 2d6 damage. 5 damage. It just gets blocked by power armor. Does he hit again? Yes. That just gets blocked by power armor. The minimum the power armor can block is... Oh, geez. Oh, I guess the 10... If you rolled 10s, they'd fail, wouldn't they? No, because it's not a test. It's not a skill test. But the minimum it can block is 7. So unless it beats a 7, there's no point in rolling. Worker misses and misses twice. And then we're running out of room here. So they're just going to, I guess, mill about. Or maybe try and climb. The first one with a climb check, he doesn't want to climb, so he doubles back and starts heading around. The second one with a climb check, also I get to choose where he goes, so I'll have him double back as well. And the last one for climb check, he's going to go half rate and he'll start climbing up. And then he'll make a second action, he has to climb again, so he'll go to the top. He's going to go towards the furthest table edge now, which is this way. So he's going to come back around the corner, going over here. These guys continue their patrol. Some disciplined bad guys walking around the perimeter of this giant pit. Fetch's turn. He gets an extra d6 centimeters in movement. So 5. That's extra 2 inches. He can move 6 inches total. So that'll be 4 to there. And then he can go 2 up. And he gets to move again. Plus 1. So he's an inch from the top. And then another 3.5 will get him to the door. For the governor. All right. Well, new turn 4. The rebels. What's their initiative band? 10. All right. Well, they are definitely going first. Their agility is 10 currently. Start with the mutant in base to base. He makes his first attack. He misses. His second attack, he hits. And he does 2d6 damage again. If I don't roll higher than 7, it just doesn't matter. That's a 4. So no. Worker hits. He'll do 2d4. Once again, if it's not higher than 7, it just doesn't matter. Attack hits. Does not enough to matter. Now this fellow is going to try and climb. Does he climb? He does. So he's going to climb down. And his second action, he'll automatically climb again. These guys are still in line of fire, so they'll just move back and then try and climb, I guess. And they do, so they get halfway up. This guy will move forward and then also try and climb. And pass, so he'll get halfway up. Go in line of fire, so this worker is going to head towards the furthest table edge again, which I actually think is this way now. And he'll start patrolling around here. These guys will do much the same, coming around here. It's on to Absalom and friends. Well, I guess Absalom just keeps on fighting. That's what he does as a berserker. He won't stop. So he hits the wounded guy. And hits him with a 4 for 2d6, pick the lowest. 2d6 damage, 7 damage. d6 minus 2, blocks 4 of it. So he goes from 9 to 6 left. He's wounded now, which means he's minus 1 to all his tests. And we'll have to make a break test. Yes, he does not, so he will break off during his next activation. Breaks off right now. So agility, he'll fail. Actually, there's actually no agility test for that. I keep making agility tests for breaking off, but there isn't one. So he just runs away. I get a free attack, which hits and does 9 damage. He blocks 2 of it for 7, and that'll kill him. Good first swipe. Well, second swipe, I guess he'll attack the other one, the mutant, and hit with a 3, and it's 2d6 damage, 6 damage, d4 minus 1, so that's going to be 3 blocks, so they go from 20 to 17. And that's worth noting. There's no agility test to break off, which is actually significant, because if you fail, there's no penalty. I thought it was an agility test to break off, and if you failed, you got attacked. It's actually just move half speed away and then get attacked. Fetch, search that one. That is not it. That's a 2, so it means automatically he's in this building, which would make sense for as to why all these guys are surrounding it. Second action, then, I think he's going to move and jump, climb. Actually, he'll climb, and he'll fail. He's agility 4, 5, 6 with his climb test, so he just doesn't go anywhere. He would have to like move to there to climb slightly. Turn 5, well, third of the way almost through the game. Where do the rebels activate at? Initiative 2, so everybody gets to go first. Someone's gonna keep fighting, attacking that guy. He'll hit with a crit on a 1. I feel like critical should do more damage, but we'll see what happens here. So he does 5 damage, of which 3 minus 1, 2 is blocked, so that'll be 3 damage, down to 14 left. Second attack, hits as well, d6 damage. He does 6, of which 2 is blocked, so 4 more. It's on a 10. He has to make a break test now. He's on a 10, though. It's less than his wounds. He's fine. Gonna make a climb action. He gets an extra 4 centimeters of movement. 6, he passes. So 4 centimeters means he's at 14 centimeters, so he's almost 6 inches of movement, but it's halved. So it's 3 inches of movement. Basically, he's gonna climb up to here. And then second action, he's gonna jump. He's gonna try and jump this gap. So agility test. He'll pass and clear to here. Extra movement did he actually have? He had another 4 centimeters. So he went, I guess, 3 to there, and that means he has like 2.5 centimeters left. He's gonna come to this railing, start looking at folks. Well, then the mutants go. So starting with this mutant, he's gonna attack and hit. He does d6, again, if it's not 7. Oh, he does 9. And then how much gets blocked? 2d10 plus 5. Not snake eyes, so everything. Attack. Misses. Charge and get d4 to his charge ability. Wow, so an extra 4, so he's hitting on anything with 10. Hits, and then it's 2d4 plus 1, needs higher than 7. 3, 4, 5, doesn't do any damage. Attack on a 6, hits, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, doesn't do any damage. 8 or 9 damage to actually do anything. Then this guy, he's gonna try and jump. Does he climb? He does climb, so he climbs back down, and then second action, he can automatically climb again. And make it into melee, and that'll be a charge. Jumps off the building at him. He gets extra 2 to his melee, so it makes it a 7. Crits, and does 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Doubling critical hits, so that's 12 damage. So then maybe Absalom actually gets hurt. He blocks 17 of it, though. This guy, same thing. Does he decide to climb? He does decide to climb, so he'll go 1, and then climb down. Actually, he'd go to here, and then he'll climb down with his second action as well. Table edge is around here, so this guy keeps patrolling. And then furthest table edge for them is probably this side, so they would keep patrolling as well. You guys can see, never mind. What am I doing? They're just gonna beeline towards him. Start climbing next turn, trying to get to him. 6 out of 15, initiative band for the rebels, 5, so rolling off with Nox, low is good. Nox gets a 3, they get a 6, so Nox is going first. On that mutant, first hit, misses. Second hit, hits him with a 3, does 8 damage. 4 minus 1 gets blocked. Blocks for 3 of it, so he'll do 8 goes to 5, so 5 left. And he's wounded now. And he has to make a morale check. Break, he'll fail, so he'll flee automatically and go 2 inches away, and that means Absalom gets another free hit against him. Hit. He sure does with a 3, and then 2d6 damage. Does 12 damage, blocks 3 of it, but that's 7, that'll kill him. But surely whittling away at these guys. You get to go, so starting in melee, the first attack against Nox hits, does 2d4 plus 1. That's going to be 8 damage, could actually potentially hurt him if I roll snake eyes. No, it does not. Second attack does a miss. And then this guy charges, actually sorry, this guy attacks, and hits. He's not a mutant, he's a worker, so 2d4. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't do anything. Second one hits, does 7 damage. So actually, even with snake eyes, doesn't do anything. No. And this mutant charges. Plus d3. So 7 goes to 10, so anything but 10 hits. 2d6 damage. 12, sorry, d6 plus 3. That was huge. It's only 4. I'll keep this 6, actually. We'll say it was 7, but that still doesn't actually hurt him. 9, rather. It could actually hurt Nox. No, it doesn't. He blocks 17. Attack. Misses. These fools start trying to climb on a 4. I get to decide where they move, so this guy's just gonna run away again and go to like get line of fire back here and direct his friends. Next one. Also, I get to pick Ray moves, so he gets to fall back as well. And the last one, also I get direct Ray moves, so these guys just go out into a shooting gallery. Andoon yells something pithy at them, and they decide to stand back. Speaking of which, Andoon's gonna fire, so he's got a ranged combat skill of 4, so 4 less with his laser rifle into the front guy. Hits, critical, double damage. D8 doubled. Sure, 16 damage. They get blocked. None of it, so that guy just gets vaporized. And sweet experience for the bounty hunter. And then his second shot at the next one. 3 will hit as well. 2d6 damage. He'll do 4. And none gets blocked. 11 left. This is the bounty hunter, apparently. Well, that's round 6. We're in round 7. For the rebels is a 7. They're going first, which means the ones in melee will attack. So the first one in melee attacking the Inquisitor. Hits. Not a crit, though, so I don't think he's going to hurt him. He does not. Tries again, hits, doesn't hurt him, that's a 6 for damage. Then this guy misses and hits. Does 8 damage, could do a point on a double 1. That's all 8. Actually, sorry, that's 9 damage he blocked out of the 8. And then the mutant hits, d6 plus 3. 6 doesn't do any damage, and then attacks again. And misses. These idiots are like, well, we should probably just be out of line of fire. We're gonna go over here, and then we're gonna go over here. And they'll start making climb tests as they get close. So the first one passes, so he actually climbs up an inch. The second one fails, and decides to back up for a better look. Mr. Absalom, I guess you start attacking another one of these workers. So you'll attack this one this time. And hit with a 2, 2d6 damage. Block scars, so that's going to be a whole bunch of damage. Does any of it get blocked? It's d6 minus 2. None, so 12 damage. So he has to make a break test. On a 1 or a 2 he passes. Nope, he decides to run away. 2 inches. Triggers another free attack from his failed break test, which hits and does 5 damage. And 1 is blocked, so 4 will kill him. That was a really good first action. I guess second action we attack the other worker. And hit him with a 2. How much damage? 6. Is any blocked? None. So he'll go down to 9 left. Half health him though, so no break test. Can't really see the one who's climbing right now, so he'll take a shot into the first of those 2 guys. 4 or less. Misses. Second shot with his laser rifle. Misses. And that was turn 7. On to turn 8. Oof. We're halfway through the game now to 15. So this is getting long. Initiative is a 5, which means they roll off. So low is good. The Inquisitor gets a 9. The rebels get a 5, so they go first. So starting with this worker, he misses, and then finally hits, 2d4 plus 1. That's going to be 2, 3, 4 total, so it doesn't do any damage because of the power armor. And the mutant misses on 7 or less, and then hits. No criticals though, so d6 plus 3, doesn't do any damage, it's only 4 points. Minimum he'll block is 7. Armor, well this guy's climbing, so he's just going to continue to climb. So he moves up 3 inches. Sorry, 2 inches and then 2 inches. So he's up here now. He was an inch in the air. So the first 2 will get him to the top. The second 2, he's halfway through this climb and they don't stop. So then the other one will go 2 to the wall and then keep on climbing. So 2, 3 be in the air, and then 3 more. He's up on this ledge as well. Well, Inquisitor Absalom gets to go now. He'll attack that worker again, hit him with a 4, and do 2d6 damage with his powered blade. 8 damage, of which 1 is blocked, so 7. He's down to 2 then, which will wound him and trigger a break test. On a 1 or a 2, he'll pass. He does not, so he runs away 2 inches towards the nearest stable edge and gets stabbed in the back. I mean, you are fighting Inquisitor. Gets hit again for 6 damage, of which 3 is blocked, but still enough for 3, which will kill him. Second action, he'll stab this mutant. I mean, he's an Inquisitor. He hits for 2d6 damage. That's 6, of which d4 minus 1. So that's 1 gets blocked. He takes 5 of 15 left. Leonard needs to get a bead, so he's fast. He's going to go an extra 2 centimeters, which means he moves almost 5 inches. So 4, just climb down this. And he'll take a las gun shot. Wall, so why not into the wounded one? He hits him. Shot while climbing, it's back. 2d8 damage anyway. He takes 14 damage and blocks 4 of it, which is still 10. I need to make 2 climbing tests just to climb. He's fine. 1 hit point left now, and he's wounded. So he has to make a break test. Didn't pass, so he's going to make an agility test to climb and pass, and so he makes a move back down. He's basically back on this ledge. I also need to climb twice to get where he was. He failed pass, so he'd be where he is now. And this is, I forgot, this is actually this is the Supreme Commander. This is the killing machine that Nox needs to kill. Leader. So we're on turn 9. For the workers, 5, which means they roll off with Nox. Nox crits, and they get a 9, so he is definitely going first. Nox on the stab, hits, does 2d6 damage into that worker, 7 points, d4 minus 1 armor, so blocks 2 of it. So 5 goes to 10. He'll have to make a break test now, but he only fails on a critical. He's fine, he'll hit him again. Crits for double damage, so 12 damage. Blocks 1 of it. No, none of it actually. So he's just dead. Inquisitor is now loose, which means he can go and search the doors next turn. But these guys are actually, I think, in line to fire. So they're just gonna start shooting. First shot, he is shooting 5, and he'll fail. Second shot, he failed. This dude is not gonna be able to charge. He goes and fails this first shot. And passes the second. He does actually get an extra d6 armor, which means I don't think he can actually get hurt, because he's 2d10 plus 1 plus d6. And then he gets 2 of it, and then they do 2 damage with their pistols. I think he blocked 3 there, so he blocks it all. And then Fetch gets to go. He'll shoot the wounded guy again, and miss, and then try again on a 4, and miss. I turn 10. Where's the worker initiative? 2, so they're going after everybody. Inquisitor Nox is going to take a walk then. Try and get his vendetta. Take a look at this guy with his heavy pistol. Get a 5, which hits. He's 6 or less. For 2 dice, drop the lowest. And then it's d10 plus 2 damage. Try and hit this guy. So 3 damage. Does anybody get blocked? All of it. His nemesis, the leader of the rebellion. It's going to be Fetch's turn. Take a shot with his las rifle. Misses, and 4 or less. Misses. Able to get to go. Trying to pepper Fetch. So las gun from the first one. Hits. Or las pistol, sorry. Little pistol. d6 damage. It was d6 his arm because he's in cover. But that's a 12, so he'll block it all. Shot on a 5 or less, misses. And this little guy's gonna go, and he'll take a shot with his pistol, and hit, d6 damage, 1, can't block less than that. Second shot, misses. 11, we need to get this governor out of here, so we're just gonna start moving. We're gonna go 4, and then 4 again, and that'll get us to the top of the ladder. The ladder's count is open. Fetch is gonna, oh sorry, what's the initiative? 2 again. So yeah, then the Inquisitor's going to go first. Fetch is going to go and shoot the wounded guy. And miss. And then try again on a 4. And hit 8 damage. I don't think I can help but kill him right here. So that's 13 damage. He blocks d6 minus 2 of it with his armor. No, he is vaporized. This little guy's going to shoot back. But I think he's going to shoot Inquisitor Nox now, as they're in a running gunfight. Easier to hit. So 4 or less. Hits. d6 damage. He can't roll a 7. Tries again and hits, but didn't get a critical. So again, d6 damage. You can't roll 8 or higher, so it's not going to actually hurt the power armor. Turn 12. All right, Inquisitor. Let's see what the initiative for the lone survivor is. 9. So he gets to go first. He'll take 2 shots at the Inquisitor again. Fishing for crits. Miss, well, hits. Does 6, but gets blocked. 12, 17 gets blocked. Second shot. Misses. The Inquisitor goes, and he automatically knocks on this door and finds the governor. Problem is that the governor is going to be shot automatically by this guy if he doesn't stay at a range. So he's going to move. Actually, his second skill, he's just going to fire his heavy pistol. 2 pick the lowest. Misses completely. He's going to try and shoot him. He hits with his first one. 4. His second one, he hits with 2d8 damage. Does 8. Blocked. That's going to be minus 2, so 3 of it, so 5 damage. He'll be down to 10. Let's remain. It's turn 13. For the Overlord there. 7, he's going first, so he'll take 2 shots at the Overlord if he can, but he can't, so it's going to be an agility test. To move towards him, he always tries to attack him. So he passes. That means he moves his full distance, actually. It's not even half distance climbing. He'll go 4. And then his second 4, he'll move up to here. This is just going to move himself to the edge. And then charge. So move down to charge. The Governor automatically stays in base contact or moves into base contact with him. Bonus to his melee, gets +3 and crits for double damage, and that's 12 points of damage. Blocks 4 of it to 8. He's down to 2. It's a morale check. Does he stick it because he's the leader of the group? No, he does not. He realizes he's tangling with an Imperial Inquisitor. He'll run 2 inches away. Salam attacks him from behind as he flees. Hits him with a 5. Does 9 more damage, of which none is blocked, and slays him for the bonus experience. +4, because it took him 2 turns to get the secret agenda, kill the leader of the rebellion. The leader that was the guy who was holding him hostage. And that'll give him an additional 4 campaign points. He's gonna start climbing then. He gets an extra D6 centimeters of movement, 5 extra centimeters, and he fails his, oh wait, that's a D8. What's his test? 6 or less. He fails, so he falls. He's gonna fall, what's 6 plus times 2.5? Well, it's half there. So 5 times 2.5 is going to be, each inch is 2.5 centimeters. 13 centimeters overall. He takes a point of damage for every centimeter above 5. So he's going to take 8 points of damage, not reduced by armor. So he's got 12 hit points left as he slips and falls, coming down the gantry. That's his first action. Whoa! Climbing gear, still failed it. Second action, he gets to move an extra 5 centimeters, so that's going to be an extra 2 inches, so he'll go 6, and just start backing off towards the exit and going over here. 14, everybody just runs, like so, because we've slain all of the bad guys. Just going to watch, and then turn 15, 8 inches, they exit the table. On the final turn, having slain all the adversaries. So after action, we managed to rescue the Overlord, and he'll tell me about his private shuttle hidden in the slums. His influence should help you get back to the spaceport and off this rock. If you fail to secure him, then you're left wandering the streets. Eventually, someone tells you about an abandoned landing pad nearby that might allow you to call in an evacuation. We won. Scenario 3, escape from Leicester 7. The game ends D4 turns after the Overlord reaches the landing pad. All players controlled gain +1 to their agility. Really no injury rolls to make, as the most injured part of Fetch during this game was his pride, falling off a building at the end. But the Governor now needs to be escorted to safety. Now, luckily as well, Osman returns to us, our pilot, to go and try and start the aircraft and get away. We're absolutely obliterating 6 bad guys. Inquisitor Absalom Nox currently has, and killing his adversary, Nox has 55 campaign points, and we've got 25 now on Fetch. So we're going to split the 10 from the mission to give him 30 and him 60. We'll spend all 60 of that to increase fighting, shooting, and agility to 776, meaning that his cost jumps to 307 now. And then just 20 to bring up the shooting on Fetch to 5. And with the Governor in pocket, he is ready for his next mission. So there you go, with Inquisitor Nox having rescued the planetary governor, he is ready to make his escape back to orbit, where he can perpetually blackmail this guy into doing whatever he wants from now on, and leave Leicester 7 and its terrible rebellion behind, as he makes his way to his Corpus Blackstar. So we'll see for that in 2 weeks. Till then, I'm Ash. Operator. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below so you get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Desperate Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.